Shannon and I did our second trip down the Athabasca River, the first being in 2022. This was a section of the river I'd never paddled before, so over the next 3 days we paddled about 60 kilometers. The fishing wasn't outstanding, but we did manage to catch fish. This trip was in mid-April, it was still pretty cold, and on our first night all our water froze. Solid. So it's April 19th, we've set one vehicle up and we're just heading back to the put-in. A lot of snow, a lot of ice, pretty cold, -5, but we're hoping the weather's going to get warmer in the next couple days. Once we got to our put-in spot, we spent the next 30 minutes getting everything packed and our boats inflated.
Okay.
We're just about to go. You made it. Okay, off we go. We're fully committed. We planned on paddling for a couple of hours and then stopping and fishing at a few of my favorite spots for most of the day. Our first stop. We stopped about halfway between the two spots we were going to fish, and after we got our fishing gear ready, we headed off for the long walk down to the first spot, which was the inflow of a fairly large creek. This is terrible. There's actually zero water running. I thought there was going to be some. Jeepers. There is nothing. It's dry. Come Shannon with her torn ACL. As you can tell from the audio, I'm a little disappointed with the amount of water flow in the creek. But there was one section that was flowing pretty good, and we set about fishing. And it wasn't too long before Shannon had a fish on. First fish of the trip. A whitey. Shannon's got another one. Yeah, and it was a pretty big whitefish too. So it's about 2 o'clock. Fishing has really not been good. Shannon caught 2 whitefish. I caught 0. So we're going to go up to the Big Eddy and see if we'll have better luck. This Big Eddy is one place I found on the Athabasca that I can consistently catch fish, even when I can't catch them on the creek mouths. It's weird because usually the water's really dirty and the top has a layer of foam and scum on it, but for whatever reason the fish seem to love it. It's a grayling too. No, I don't come over. Oh, you got one too! Oh, look at that! Double header! Pretty grayling. He's beautiful. Holy cow. Wish I had the net. On the top fly, of course. Oh, that's a beautiful grayling. That's good, 14 inches. Your rod's bending a little bit more. Oh yeah. Oh, man. Jump out of the water. You can come, we can trade spots if you want. Oh, shit. I think I have it still. Ooh, feels like a good fish too. Yeah. No. Oh, it's a beautiful grayling. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Come a little closer. These are notoriously hard to hold.
Okay, good job. Oh, that's beautiful. Nice.
Definitely a grayling. Artic bee. Look at that. In the net. I'd like you to catch the biggest fish, the nicest fish, everything. We fished the Big Eddy to about 4:30 and probably caught 15 to 20 fish and 3 species, including grayling, whitefish, and rainbow. But we wanted to put more kilometers on the river, so we headed off for another hour of paddling before stopping to camp. Well, I think we're stopping to camp.
Yes.
Hopefully there'll be a flat spot.
Oh, yeah.
Not rocky. It was about 6 o'clock when we stopped to camp. We wanted to try to dry some of our stuff out before the sun went down. Shannon got the tent set up while I started getting dinner going. How was your day, Shannon?
It was fabulous.
You were slaying the fish.
Lots of fish, great paddling, awesome.
It's 8 o'clock and we're in bed because we're 60 and we're tired.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm 60. How the hell did that happen?
Morning of day 2. Boy, was it cold last night. Froze everything. Our water bottles froze. But I didn't freeze. I stayed pretty warm.
I'm just gonna sneak across here.
Were you warm enough?
I was mostly warm enough, yeah.
It was a cold night and all of our gear froze, so we had to wait for things to unthaw before we could pack. But eventually we did get everything packed, but it was about 12:30 when we left camp. Day 2.
Day 2.
Alpine start. Ooh, this is getting shallow. We're walking the Athabasca River. I chose the wrong lane. We saw this cool sandstone bluff jutting out into the river, creating a big back eddy. So we stopped to try a little fishing, but due to the enormous ice shelf there, fishing was pretty hard and we quickly headed back out onto the river. Snowbank is taller than me. We ended up deciding to stop at a large creek outlet after I'd gotten out and done a little scouting and found some pretty cool things. Oh, we're at the mouth of this creek. And there's this little cabin here. It's demolished. Looks like it got took out in a flood. The sign up here says Bruce Creek, trap line 2500. And then over here, there's some sort of nice sign. And somebody's ashes might have been spread here. David Mitchell Waddell, 49 to 2014. It's a beautiful sign. Nice place to camp. If you want to walk all the way back here, I suppose. Get out of the wind. This cabin looks like it's been moved by water. And there's a little porta potty out there. It's a nice porta potty. Wonder what's living in it. Oh, it's vacant. Oh, am I ever lucky? Oh, jeez. I might use that. All the garbage here. Hats. Oh, mattress. Interesting. So after my little tour, we decided to set up camp back by the cabin out of the wind. But before we did that, we tried our luck fishing in this spot for a couple hours. And it wasn't too long before Shannon had a nice fish on. All right, we caught a fish here. Yeah, but for a whitefish, that's a nice size whitefish.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, that's a nice one. Finally hooked up. Just the one reason. Oh, don't shake your head. Oh, geez, I thought you'd get tired. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
14-inch rainbow.
Woohoo.
Thank you. Well, that's another nice, like, similar size. Don't like it when they shake their heads. That's when they get away. Oh, are you ready? You are. Woohoo! Number 2.
Excellent. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yep. Well, we each caught a couple more fish, but the fishing was far from amazing. But, you know, we did land a couple, so that was nice. At about 5:30, we headed back into the bush to set up camp and eat dinner. It's day 2 report from the tent. We got sunburned.
Yes.
We lost both of our lip balms
And my shoes.
and Shannon's shoes, but we caught some fish.
Yes.
So it wasn't like we each caught 3, lost a few.
Yep.
And we got a long day tomorrow.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll sleep tonight and I won't snore so much.
Somebody wants those.
No, me. We're just packing up for day 3. A little more overcast today. All this shit has to get into 2 boats.
Well, it came out of 2 boats.
Okay, we're off. Day 3. Not as cold, but not as sunny. It's really windy, which makes it a lot colder. Just stopped for a break to get out of this ferociously cold wind.
Yes.
Have a bite to eat. I don't even think we're gonna fish here. Too cold.
Too windy.
Too windy, yeah. Near the end of the journey. Well, the river had one last trick up its sleeve. It was frozen in on both sides and over our heads at the edge of the ice. I did manage to find a sketchy way off the ice, but I wouldn't recommend it. I should have filmed that. We got out in 5 feet of water.
Rolled onto the ice.
Yeah. So, good adventure.
That was awesome.
It was a good adventure, that's for sure.
Great.
So that was the end of our April pack raft trip down the Athabasca River. Tenting in sub-freezing temperatures isn't for everyone, but we had a blast and even managed to catch a few fish along the way. And I got to see a section of the Athabasca River I hadn't paddled before. So all in all, a really good trip.